This may seem counterintuitive, but there are actually gifts that can come out of a narcissistic relationship. Hear me out. Whatever they were triggering or activating within you were your own wounds and insecurities. The only reason you would be so affected by them is because there's something within them that is unhealed or unresolved within you. And so what the narcissist does is they poke and they prod and they know exactly how to target and trigger your insecurities or things that you shared with them when you were vulnerable or things that they picked up on from studying you. You now have an opportunity because now they've risen to the surface. They're right in front of your face to really work through and love yourself through some of those insecurities, to change your thoughts, your narratives, and your beliefs. A narcissist can also really show you where you don't feel worthy, where you don't feel chosen, where you don't feel good enough. When you can start to shift those things within yourself, you no longer will be a match to narcissist. You won't be attracted to somebody that makes you feel that way because you don't have anything you feel like you need to heal or prove or shift or work through, which is why sometimes we subconsciously attract partners so that we can heal from our patterns and learn the lesson. But until we learn the lesson, we keep repeating it over and over and over again. But once you're done with the lesson, you will no longer be a match or attracted to narcissists. That's what my whole homeschool is about, my 6-step process to recovering from narcissistic relationships and coming home to yourself. Because from that place where you feel at home within yourself and you love yourself, you will no longer target or allow in or tolerate, even get yourself into relationships with somebody who has a bad character. So if you've been hurt or burned by a narcissistic relationship, maybe you're upset they cheated on you, they left you, they chose somebody else, they ghosted you, they moved out. I'll share a little story with you real quickly is that I had a partner who was very narcissistic. I didn't know it at the time. They moved out. We lived together and we had intentions and talked about getting married. They moved out one day while I was at my internship. Him and a buddy came, moved all of his stuff out while I was gone. We did not have a discussion about breaking up, and we definitely did not have a discussion of him moving that day. We actually were intimate that morning. And I had a pregnancy scare. I remember texting him, and I remember him telling me that this was not the best day to have that. And I remember being like, why? Like, when is a good day for that? But why today not being a good day? Now I can see it. I felt like such a victim. I felt so betrayed. I felt so blindsided. But you know what? Once I really did the healing within it, and I really started to take ownership for every situation and circumstance that came into my life so that I could call my power back, and I'm not a victim to any circumstance, meaning that I don't have the power to change it, I saw that that was the best thing that ever happened to me because I never had the courage to trust my intuition and to see all those red flags and act on them. They were there the whole time. Even the beginning of the relationship, I was not attracted to this person. He had asked me out for a year before I finally said yes. I talked myself into being attracted to this person and wanting to make it work because I was coming from a place of insecurity, lack and scarcity around time, and not getting what I had wanted. I was not patient with waiting and trusting I'll actually be able to be with a match that I really want. And so I got myself into this relationship and it just progressively kept getting worse and worse and worse. I kept gaining weight and getting more inflamed. My body was screaming at me. When you're in a narcissistic relationship, your body is screaming at you, but you're not listening most likely, or you finally have listened. All of this to prove the point that I want to sit here and blame him for moving out. But if we look at it deep down, I didn't want to be in that relationship. I never even wanted to get into that relationship. It's like deep down, I was praying to be saved and I didn't have, if he proposed, I would have said yes. That would have been my will. God's will was so much better. Thank God. So taking ownership for any of the wrongdoing that the narcissist did, it does not condone it, right? He actually checked himself out of my life. He tried, and he still will try to come back. He's blocked on everything, and he'll still try to find a way to come into my life. But because of his absurd action, it made it so clear to me that I could never be with this person again. And so, whatever you're going through, look at the absurd action of that person. How wrong you have felt from them. Can you see it as such a blessing in disguise that that's exactly what they needed to do? They behaved and treated you exactly the way that they needed to. Because if they actually behaved and treated the way you were expecting or wanting them to, you could have ended up with them or you could have still been with them. Thank God they said and did the repulsive behaviors and actions so that you're not with them anymore. It's such a blessing. Shift it into gratitude. Shift it into thank you. Look at it in a whole new light. I promise you, you will find the freedom when you see your part and the gift that the narcissist gave you. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I go so much deeper into how to heal and how to recover in the homeschool. If you feel a pull to it, you feel something in your gut around doing this, check out the link in the show notes or send me a DM on Instagram at Dr.Onalee. I hope that this video served you and supported you. My intention is that you feel empowered around whatever situation went down with the narcissist, and you know that you have the power to heal from it. You have the power to call in what it is and who it is that you actually want. You actually do have a say, and you always did the whole time. And I just want to help you really recognize that and call all your power back, come home to yourself, step into your worth, and go for and experience what it is that you are meant to. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll keep creating content for you.